Hi, everyone, and thank you for taking the time to join today's mindfulness moment. My name is Valerie Worthington, and I'm a faculty member in the College of Integrative Medicine and Health Sciences, specifically the Department of Mind Body Medicine at Saybrook University. And I have the pleasure of leading our time together today from Philadelphia. And while I continue to speak, I want to invite you to tune into, to take in my comments as much or as little as you like as you continue to connect with yourself, whatever that may look like and feel like for you. Maybe you're closing your eyes. Maybe you're sitting in a comfortable position or even lying quietly, supported by the furniture or the floor, and focusing on your breathing. Or maybe you happen to be joining this space while you are walking, gardening, doing the dishes. Ultimately, I invite you to do what's best for you for these moments that we have together, and to trust that however you're showing up right now is the right way for you. In the mind body medicine department here at Saybrook, we often talk about how grounding or presencing activities can take many forms. And the nature of the format that we're sharing right now sometimes lends itself to quieting the mind and the body. And yet, there are also many other ways to find ourselves in our bodies, minds, and spirits in the moment. For example, dancing, singing, and one of my personal favorites, laughing. I grew up in a family that showed love through teasing, self deprecation, joking, and even sometimes gallows humor. My parents, my sister, and I, along with my grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, we all did and still do use laughter to relate to each other, to process painful emotions, and also just to derive as much pleasure as possible out of life. When loved ones in my family gather to mourn the loss and celebrate the life of a loved one, we laugh as much as we cry, and we do a lot of both. I personally am constantly looking for the humor in situations, not, I hope, with malice, but simply to enrich my enjoyment of the moments I'm in. For me, laughter is a powerful tool for helping me connect to other people, in addition to helping me feel present in myself in the moment, and even giving my insides a little psychic cleanse. So, for today's mindful moment, as you continue to be with and in your body and your mind and your spirit in the ways that feel most comfortable to you, I would like to invite you to consider a few one liners I found that gave me a chuckle, and one or two that actually made me snort. Any colorful language in these original quotes has been modified to be a bit more appropriate for this forum. And between each quote, I will remain silent for a few moments. And during that silence, I invite you to bring these words and these ideas into your conscious awareness as much or as little as you wish. I'm not offended by blonde jokes because I know I'm not dumb, and I also know that I'm not blonde. Dolly Parton. You know what my problem has been all my life? I've always had my stuff together. Always. My problem's been I couldn't lift it. The character Paul Crewe from the 1974 film The Longest Yard.
So
There is no sunrise so beautiful that it is worth waking me up to see it. Mindy Kaling. Those people who think they know everything are a great annoyance to those of us who do. Isaac Asimov. If you can't be kind, at least be vague. Judith Martin. Age is something that doesn't matter unless you are a cheese. Louise Buñuel. Before you diagnose yourself with depression or low self esteem, first make sure that you are not, in fact, just surrounding yourself with jerks. William Gibson. When my kids become wild and unruly, I use a nice, safe playpen. When they're finished, I climb out. Irma Bombeck. I love deadlines. I love the whooshing noise they make as they go by. Douglas Adams. And now, as our time together starts to draw to a close, I want to invite you to start to sense back into our shared virtual space here, into the physical space that surrounds you and supports you. And I want to invite you to notice again the sounds and the physical sensations of the space. And as you come back to that space, opening your eyes if they were closed, shifting your position, stretching if need be. Consider that those who are with you may be in a contemplative space. You may choose to not speak, or you may choose to speak of your own experience as we continue to walk this bridge between where we have just been and where we're about to go in our days. And thank you again for joining me for today's mindful moment.